You're gonna notice this about all these little faggots. All of them is little funny niggas. Aesop, Drake. Drake y'all don't know that Drake a little funny nigga. All of them, Aesop, Drake. Who that another nigga he with over there? What the fuck they call Tyler, the creator. The creator. You don't create shit, so I don't know where the fuck you get that from. And perfect example of that is today you have all kind of way to create shit, and this motherfucker create nothing. This motherfucker create nothing. You not a creator. All kind of way to create all kind of shit. You ain't creating shit. You not a fucking creator. Okay, you on some bullshit. You not funny. You not funny. They think that what they think is being funny. They think that being funny is being goofy. Anyone could be goofy. That's not funny. That's you a goofy ass motherfuckers. That's some goofy ass motherfuckers. That's what you are. You not funny though. Being funny is different. Okay? Being funny is different. Y'all could be goofy though. Y'all is goofs. Y'all be goofing. But you not funny though. That shit not funny. Especially when you supposed to be responsible. This shit not funny. So, you go down the list of them, there's a lot of goofy ass niggas. And they act like that, little bitch ass niggas. And I guess because of the initiation process when Diddy took them in. Because Diddy take them in, And we all know what Diddy do. You know what Diddy do. So that initiation process, after that, they start acting real goofy. Real goofy, And I think that's something y'all gonna have to deal with y'all, whatever y'all went through in that process. Because I know there's not one of you can escape that man definitely took that, but that booty hole was taken for sure. And he got a closet full of baby oil just for it. I know he did that. It's difficult because I think if you don't have much going for you, you kind of have to be funny. If you don't have an audience, for instance, if you don't have people that genuinely give a fuck about you, because no one does, you have to kind of try to play it off in some way, the fact that people don't like you. And I guess the way you do that is by acting like you're like some goofy people or some shit. But that's what I notice about you guys. Y'all is some goofy ass motherfucker. Trump is a goofy motherfucker. Trump is one of those. He's not funny. He's not funny. He's a goofy motherfucker. They goofy. They goofy motherfuckers. You'll see him it's not funny. It's not funny. You see him on the crowd, and then he'll go into saying some other shit. It's goofy shit he's doing. But it's not funny. It's not funny though, because it's not. Every now and then he says some off the wall kind of shit, because it's not because he's trying to be funny though. Funny people actually are funny. They'll say some funny shit. I'm trying to tell you a difference. There's a big difference between being funny and being goofy. You understand? I could I could be in the middle of a speech and then all of a sudden say, oh, these mother, you have to really some crazy shit. That's a goofy thing to do though. It's not a funny thing. Not a funny thing. Funny humor, like I was saying a while ago, being funny is an art, and it's not so simple. It's not so simple. You have to actually have a higher capability to be a comedian. You have to actually have some psychic skill to do that. You know, the deity that ever created comedy to begin with, this is talking about me. I'm the deity that said create comedy, you know. So, and I'm the most funniest person on the face of the earth. I'm pretty funny. Pretty funny. I think today I'm the crown of the funniest motherfucker. I got the crown of that shit for sure. I must have. After the fucking El Pepino shit, you can't beat that shit. There are people that never laughed before that laughed to that shit. El Pepino. They could not resist the fucking. They just you talk about it. Even you talk about it just a little bit. The fucking El Pepino. El Pepino. Yeah, by the way, so a lot of people, when they're trying to be funny, they imitate me because I'm so funny. Because I'm so funny. And this is how a lot of comedians started. You know, you start with Dick Gregory. Who's Dick Gregory? I don't know. You don't know who the fuck Dick Gregory is. Okay. We go from Dick Gregory to another guy we don't know. Another guy we don't fucking know who he is. I know what the fuck he is. That motherfucker. That motherfucker too. And then and then you go to and then you get I don't know if I'm forgetting his goddamn name, but y'all know who Eddie Murphy. Okay, his name's Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. And then, you know, after Eddie Murphy, you get like Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx. You get comedians like Steve Harvey, Bernie. Is that his name? I'm sorry, I'm forgetting their goddamn names because y'all don't care about no black people, so I can't even fucking remember their goddamn name. These people are recently famous, you know. And it's difficult for y'all to come to terms with how recent so many things are, and you don't want to give them their proper credence. And because you don't do that, it's difficult to know the real history of our people, what we ever do, because anything anybody does of recent, and then they die or something like that, y'all don't keep up with it. You know, y'all would say, oh, I know that, but you don't understand how history works. History is a taught thing. History is taught. It's not what you know. It's what you teach. It don't matter what the fuck any of you know. It matters what people are taught to know. And history is taught. And the irresponsibility of people who know things is always what happened to distort history. Because the youth don't have the same obligation to know things that all of you do, unless they're taught it. So it's important to teach about our history as black people, because then you get mixed up and confused with white culture's version of history, because they have their own interpretation of events, because they come from a different seeing than any black people do, and that's always been that way. So it's not a surprise that we end up in a world today where many of you don't know your own history because you didn't teach it. and you were the ones to teach it after segregation ended. You stopped teaching your own history, and you allowed white people to come in there and tell you that's their standard of the events, when they don't have a standard of events. They just have a way of seeing things that is not correct. I mean, look, if I'm a bird, right? Let's say I'm a bird, and I give you the history of birds, and then there's another creature there. It's called a snake, and it knows the history, or not even a snake. It could be a mouse, snake or mouse, whatever, which one. The mice have their own different story about what happened with the birds and stuff. And the snakes have a different story about what happened with the birds. And sometimes they'll even tell it a bit different because they don't like birds too. You see? They don't like the birds. So they'll say, "Oh, no, 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 listen. We have the wings. We had wings. We had the wings. And when we was flying and the birds couldn't ever fly. They didn't even tell they if they could, they'd teach the birds that shit. They'd tell the birds, you can't fly. The wings aren't even for flying. You know that? You was always all that happened was the snakes was all around and we was flying and in the air and so so this is what snakes would do. Snakes would do that. Mice would do it. But the history of birds is a story only birds can tell. Um, they have the proper perspective on their own history because they have a higher perspective on things. And in fact, birds could tell other histories too. They know other shit. Most birds, they know a lot of shit, but they just have a higher perspective. They can see all kinds of shit. I know what the mouse do too. I know what the serpent. I know what the fucking serpent do. But the thing is, you can't keep all this to yourselves. You keep it to yourself, and you don't teach that kind of thing because you say, "Oh, I don't want any snakes to get a hold of it. I don't want any mice having that." Then what ends up happening? Inevitably, the only history it's taught is the history of fucking the ones that snakes want to give, and the birds no longer know how to fly. So that's why it's important because there's people inserting themselves into history, and there are people that made music about this kind of thing happening. But you talk about the wrong person in it. I'm a historical figure already. But there are people trying to insert themselves into history because they want to be remembered. But nobody know who the fuck you are though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I can hardly remember some of these other ones, and they are way more historically rememberable. So, and then you come along, and nobody didn't know who the fuck you are at all. I don't even know your goddamn name apart from something associated to me, which is a druid. Which is a druid. And then you try to say, look how the name comes off, Drewski. And see how it have nothing to do with a druid? How the fuck did you think that was gonna make sense for your dumb ass? Just stick to Drew, or just don't come around. Don't associate to me at all, please, because here is not your shit. Okay, doing this thing here, media is not your stuff. And I'm when I say don't do it, I mean don't do it because you're gonna get hurt doing it. I'm warning you, you're gonna get hurt doing it. So don't do it. You're gonna get hurt doing it. Don't do it. There's not just you gonna get hurt doing it. There's a lot of people gonna get hurt doing it. And it's not the first time anyone's ever tried to do something like that and has gotten hurt doing it. So don't do it. Okay? There's no skipping into this thing. You can't just ride a wave. You have to actually build your own platform and do your own thing. You can't just all of a sudden show up on somebody else's shit and talk about, oh, I did this and I do this and you don't do shit, right? Y'all don't do shit. You don't. And honestly, y'all not even black. That's the weird thing about you too. Y'all not even black. So whenever I say that I bring up blackness, which is the mainstay of what you're representing, because you're not nothing else, are you? What else are you? They don't even say they're black, so it's like it's really strange shit. You black, right? It's just fucking awkward. They not even black. They doing that shit and they not even black. What the fuck are you? You see what I'm saying? What the fuck y'all supposed to be? You not black? Are you not black or something? What the fuck are you? At least be black. You know, at least you could have done that, be black. Y'all don't even want to be black. So when y'all don't want to be black and you being racist against black people at the same time, and you literally, that's the biggest coonish shit. That's all y'all doing is being coons. And that Cancun shit need to not be spreading about. That's not our history. Black people's history is not cooning. It's not being coony. You know? It's not trying to make races comfortable. That's not black people history. That's y'all recent attempt at being entertaining. Goofiness. All that goofy shit. Cause y'all smoke too much. Don't smoke weed. I don't smoke weed. I made music about it, but I did that as an example why you don't need to do it. You see what I'm saying? Because I was saying, and all my music I said that. I said like my music is something that will do that for you. You don't need to smoke anything. You understand? Instead, y'all listen to shit supposed to. Don't smoke. Don't smoke weed. Don't do marijuanas. If you're not disciplined, you know, if you're not educated on the substance, which many of you take it experimentally, that's how you smoke weed. You say, oh, I never did it before, let me try it out. And you're young, don't smoke weed. You young kids out here today, you're like 17, 18, about to be 18. Don't waste that time period of your life smoking weed. Are you out your motherfucking mind? I'll swear I might put a we outlawed marijuana because the real reason why we outlawed it was because we didn't want kids to smoke it. That's the real reason. People say, why did they outlaw it? Because why they put the weed? Don't let the weed because the kids were smoking it. There was like 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds smoking it. And they was smoking it the whole way through that. They started like at 13 or 12 smoking it. And when the government started recognizing that there were kids that had been smoking that from the time they got into middle school and when they were in high school, all the way through, they just was smoking weed. And it wasn't illegal to do it. They said, okay, we need to do something. We need to make it illegal. We can't have kids smoking this because it's fucking up their development. And it was. And a lot of kids dropped out of school and they didn't got a proper education. That's Gen X. And instead they were selling weed. Okay? So they made it illegal. I think that was a wrong choice. I think what you want to do is put an age limit on it. Just like alcohol. You can't smoke alcohol until you're 21. Some states is maybe earlier, but there's an age limit. I think the age limit on smoking marijuana should be like, you can't smoke it till you're like 27, 26 to like 27. Yeah, like around there. 26, 27. That's like right around the time I smoked it. And I was at least grown enough and responsible enough when I did it that I was like, I could determine whether or not I wanted to continue. Whereas if you have been smoking it since you were like 18 or some shit, you can't like fix that. You can't go back and fix all that shit. You know, you'd have just lost all that time and it'll be gone. You can't go back and get it because you was smoking weed the whole way through that shit. And there's a lot of people did that already. And by the time they reach 26 to 27, they say, what the fuck? I'm missing like 5 years. I can't be smoking weed no more. And I want you to understand it in a scary way, like that you could be smoking weed and only wake up to it in the next 5 years. And you be like 26 or 27, like, what? Whoa, what the fuck? I'm smoking too much fucking weed. And then you would say like this. But then 5 years is gone. 6 years ago, and you would really kind of think about what the fuck did you even do all that time, and it would like after you stop smoking, it would slowly come back to you all the shit you did. But it's a very weird experience if you had been smoking weed all that time, and then that occurs. So it's not good to smoke weed or do drugs irresponsibly. It's better to be sober until you're closer to your fuller development, and you can make the right decisions as to whether or not as weed is something you want to try or do recreationally. Um, just like with alcohol, just like with alcohol. But don't smoke weed at an early age. A lot of you kids think, okay, now it's my time to be irresponsible. I'm of age now. I'm of age to be irresponsible. Like you weren't always being irresponsible. Once you get of a certain age, it's not time to be especially irresponsible. Especially with who many of you are. Certain age, once you becoming an adult, it's certain things only y'all can do. Especially of your generation. We don't need you being irresponsible at that time. We need you to be the most responsible to be for the country. So, again, these goofy ass people, they come along and they want to show their face and they want to make themselves more important, more significant. Why y'all don't try to make yourself more significant than Kanye or some shit? Why you try to be more significant than me? Be more significant than Jay-Z and Kanye or some shit. They won't do that because they know that's you can't do that. Don't do it to me though. The reason why Kanye's and Jay-Z's ever try to do that to me, which y'all imitate, is because they literally were at the time. They were literally, that's why they ever did it. But they didn't really have to try. But they had to kind of, because in the space that I did things, I was just more significant. They were more significant to the world, though. They were more recognized and significant to the world. So they had to kind of put a little effort into it. But in the space that I was doing what I was doing, it was very unique. And it was about video games. And they couldn't enter that space. They couldn't make video game music. They were not rapping about that. But it gave an avenue to hip hop for other audiences that never had that. Because there was a lot of people never listened to hip hop. But they did after they heard my music. And it revitalized the genre when it was dying. And it definitely wouldn't have happened if it was for the hip hop music that they were producing at the time. The people were not listening to that shit. So all hip hop, like I said, owes is survival and its continuation, all the music that y'all love from hip hop, that it exists today from me specifically. Because if it weren't for that, and I got millions and millions of people into hip hop who never listened to the shit. If it weren't for that, y'all would have no genre today. Absolutely none. Oh, dead genre. Dead, dead. All right. So, like I'm telling all of you, just be a bit more responsible with yourselves, because it's not something you could switch on and off when you were being irresponsible. Say, oh, I was just playing. No, you are just playing. That's all you are, is just playing. Don't say, oh, I could switch and now I could be responsible if I want anytime. No, you can't. You're not a responsible person for being irresponsible if you was just playing. Okay? That's what I want y'all to understand. And you certainly not more responsible of a person than someone who haven't been fucking playing around for a while about this shit. Y'all is a bunch of goofy ass niggas. That's what I noticed. And y'all want people to think that niggas is goofy. Niggas is not goofy. Niggas is serious out here. Niggas niggas is a serious thing. Niggas is not goofy. Okay, niggas is grown up doing some real shit. Niggas is known to need to be respected for the shit they do. The Jews know that shit. Don't get it twisted. We worked with you and we did business with you. We never was treated like some goofy ass niggas. These niggas that y'all working with, they some goofy ass niggas because they smoking too much shit. Right? But niggas is not something to goof around about. Y'all know that. Get it the fuck correct, because you see Jay-Z don't play certain shit. Jay-Z is actually funny. He's a funny guy. You understand? And that's the Kanye get a lot of his humor from, is Jay-Z, because he's really funny. Actually funny. But y'all niggas is some goofy ass niggas. Y'all some goofy niggas. I see what I'm doing right now is actually is funny. But that y'all some goofy niggas. Okay. Stop being so goofy, you know. Time to see y'all. Now you having kids. Rihanna got. Look, y'all. You made the kid having kids with Rihanna into a joke. I mean, ASAP. How do you do that? You're supposed to be a big celebration to have children. Didn't you know? And that's Rihanna. Just imagine. Let's imagine it's Rihanna. You know, you have kids with Rihanna. Guys, it's Rihanna he had kids with, you know. Yeah, it's Rihanna. And you see how it is? He had kids with Rihanna and it's like it's nothing. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That's how you could tell that's a sperm donor. You know, goddamn father. He just sperm donating. You can't do it that way. You know, you upset, fix that. Get therapy. Don't try to blame it on other people for what the fuck you do. You understand? Fear is not something you could escape just because you're uncomfortable with it. It's gonna be there. Some people is just scared to drown. They're afraid of drowning. You say, okay, I'm not gonna swim then. That don't mean the fear of drowning going away. Right? Okay. You goofy ass niggas. The sad part about them is there's not much to them. This is the next part about these people, these goofy niggas. There's not much to them apart from like sitting in the crowd of other people's shit. You know? They don't have their own shit. They just sit, like A$AP, Tyler. Look at that. Look at this shit that they Travis Scott, Young Thug, Future. I'm gonna say there's a certain point where the goof niggas started. I don't know when the goof niggas started up, but y'all need to bring some real shit because I'm from New York. Get some of these real niggas involved because they need a. That's why Diddy was upset because Diddy was like, I'm not no goofy nigga, you know. And these goofy niggas started propping up, and he's like, no, I'm not no goofy ass nigga. and it's hard because you can't. What do you do with these goofy niggas? So you start raping them. He start raping them in the butthole. I'm not. I'm not going. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want. I don't want to know. 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 And I don't want to know. Don't. I'm not. I don't know anything about it. Shit. I don't know nothing about it. I don't want to know. Goofy ass niggas. Y'all some goofy ass niggas, and I tell you. You know, DJ Khaled, y'all not funny. You goofy niggas. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Guys, it's not. You could learn to be funny if you wanted to. Y'all is not funny. Y'all is like in the audience. Yeah, okay. I'm just telling you what y'all's goofy ass niggas. Y'all's the goofy niggas. You're not funny though. You're not funny. And I think y'all insist that you must be. But you don't get to determine what funny is. And that's the next thing about you goofy niggas. Y'all go out of your motherfucking way. Say you get to determine funniness. Because you're not funny. Look, go watch some Eddie Murphy shit. That nigga funny. He actually funny. He study his shit to do. Go watch some Martin Lawrence comedy. Go watch Eddie Murphy comedy. You're gonna see the real nigga shit. They actually some real niggas. Eddie Murphy, okay, Martin Lawrence. People like Kevin Hart, you a goofy nigga. You not funny. Kevin Hart is not funny. I never thought that motherfucker was funny. Who's that guy? The guy with the y'all know who I'm talking about. That nigga funny. That nigga funny. That nigga funny. The one with the hair and shit. I'm sorry, I don't remember the niggas because I took over the mantle of that shit being funny. So I don't even remember them niggas. And I challenge you niggas too. Just in case y'all say, no, you not as fuck. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you say. I challenge your ass to this shit. We could do a fucking comedy of I'll beat you. And they know they know it. And they know this shit. Look at them. And they know this shit. And they know, and these niggas is funny too. These niggas is funny niggas. But I'm funnier. I'm funnier though. I'm funnier. But that one nigga is funny as fuck though. That one that I'm talking about. That one nigga funny as fuck. But these are more real. If you watch these people do comedy, they are more realistic about their shit, and they're all different with their comedy. Everyone's different how they do their thing, which is what's another thing that's very unique about comedy is that everyone does theirs differently. Y'all is not comedians. You understand? Y'all is people who are supposed to be doing serious shit and are responsible for doing some serious shit. But you not though. You being goofy motherfuckers. That's what I'm telling you. You see, A.D.B was trying to act like he's serious, but in reality he's just being a goofy ass nigga. You understand? That's what he was. Then Tyler, then he got people like Tyler. You know, they got little niggas like Yachty. Little Yachty. I call him Little Yucky because the nigga don't look like he could be on a yacht. That nigga look like he not supposed to be nowhere near no yacht party or nothing like that. little yucky. But he's a goofy ass nigga. Like the music he make is not music. It's like you a goofy nigga. Not to say there's not a space for goofy niggas. I'm not saying that there's no space for goofy niggas. Just don't act like, because then after when they want to be serious with this shit, they try to act like, no, I'm professional, and you got to take this. Look, y'all, these goofy niggas. Okay, you streamers. The other day, they gave him an award at the BET Award. And I don't know who the fuck that nigga is. That could be, you wheel the motherfucker out. Goofy nigga. That's all I know, the goofy nigga. There's nothing more to these people. I'm giving you what they are. It's just goofy niggas. And anybody could be a goofy nigga. Because niggas is not goofy. So if you ever are, it stand out as like you goofy nigga. Because niggas is not goofy. That's what niggas is not. You understand? Niggas don't do goofy shit. So if you want to know, and when you say, you a goddamn nigger, you see how serious it got? Well, I mean, I didn't do it as good as it could have been done, because it don't have the same effect. But you got to say it with real good disdain on it. You fucking nigger. They can't really even do it. But you goddamn nigger. Yeah, that one, they get them. Fucking nigger. Like this. You see how serious it kind of get? Nigger. You fucking nigger. There. That's a nigger. That's a nigger. That's there. That level is serious. What'd you call me? Nigger. I called you a motherfucking nigger. That's what I said you is. That's what you are. Motherfucking nigger. You see how this shit gets serious like that? You said what? I said you's a goddamn nigger is what you are. You see? That is what a nigger is. That there. They said, that's when they took that word and said, yeah, nigga. So when they was talking and said, nigga this, nigga that, nigga that, they meant like that. They meant, you see the seriousness of a nigga? Being called a nigga? They said that's what we are. We niggas like this. Not no goofy nigga. We not goofy. Now, at a certain point, the word nigga stopped being like that because niggas was just using it. They was just using it inappropriately. Niggas was just using that word inappropriately. Niggas just started using that word inappropriately. And so then we ended up with a lot of goofy niggas. All right. So look, don't try to be more serious than me. Don't try to act like you sound better than me. You don't. You stupid. Number one. Don't act like you know better than me. You don't. What you experience is a lesser knowledge than mine. So your whole life you will never know better than me. You have a lesser quality of knowing than I do. I have a higher quality of all knowing than even you have. So you can't even know better than me. Not even possibility for your ass. Quality. That's what my name means. Quality. Akil. Kweli. You know the guy named Talib Kweli? That word Kweli, that's my name. Akil. Okay. Quality. Right? Quality. Higher quality than all of you in doing things. Higher quality. So it don't matter what you know. It matter how you know it. Matter how you know it. And y'all only can know things a certain way. And now you know when things are a little different. Okay? Y'all are some goofy ass niggas. Right? And I'm trying to get you all at one time because I don't want to deal with all the goofy ass niggas I keep seeing pop up. Because they could just pop up as many goofy niggas as time can go on. Goofy nigga pop up. And goofy niggas is goofy, but it's not more important than that. Cause the way y'all saying these niggas is goofy is you saying all the niggas is goofy. No, all niggas is not goofy. No, all niggas is not goofy. Just these niggas goofy like that. These are some goofy niggas. When you see these streamers and shit, just like what's his name? Andrew Tate. Tate. And there's the next thing about these goofy niggas. They don't think they black. Speed, the other one they got the BT thing. What the fuck? Tate. That nigga Tate. All these niggas. All of these niggas is goofy niggas. This is what they are. They goofy niggas. You hear me? Goofy niggas. That's what they are. They pretending to be serious. When you pretending like you serious and you acting like you doing shit, that's a goofy nigga shit to do. Y'all is some goofy niggas. When it comes time to really doing shit, you can't act like you can. Because it is not what everyone else does. Y'all are what you are. I'm trying not to use the word coon because I don't think y'all know that you're being coons. And to be a coon is something you have to actively be trying to do. And I don't think y'all know what y'all doing. So yeah, I'm gonna say y'all just some goofy ass niggas. Because I went to school with all these white people. So to see y'all come out there and try to act like you, whatever the fuck you tried, that's some goofy ass shit. That's goofy ass shit to me. That shit goofy as fuck. You know? Because I'm like, are you serious? For me, because I went to school with all of them, I'm like, and they got black people still going to school with them. And their family with them and shit. They're not even just going to school. They like their family, the extended family, because they got married. So and so got married with so and so, so they all extended family into the two. At this point, you know, we live in a completely different world than the goofy nigga shit that y'all have trying to been established about white people and culture and shit. It's weird that y'all would think like that. You understand? Y'all some goofy niggas. Goofy ass niggas. It's not funny. All right? It's not funny. It's not. White people act a certain way because there's only a certain amount of experience they have. So I always knew that about them. And they don't know no better than that. That's their life. If you was to see it, you would know why it's that way. Y'all niggas is goofy ass niggas. Y'all is some goofy ass niggas. All right. And that's it. That's all I know about y'all. I don't see y'all doing stuff. I don't see y'all like. I don't see that anything that y'all do is significant. I don't see like it's like, oh, I think I think y'all come out of the reality TV thing. Reality TV was always serious, but the lighter moments of it were intended to be silly, you know, little goofy stuff. And I think I think what happened is that media was always very serious and performative and structured. And when reality TV came out, people finally got to see people in a more realistic way, where it's like really they're how they lived. But it was still kind of structured because they knew what they were doing. And those lighter moments of silliness and they'll play the little funny music, and then they go and do little nonsense that people do. No. All of this started to become very performative, though, because it was for views. It was for people to see, you know. So I think people started to take that into real life, and start to act like that's how they are for real in real life. And I want y'all to know that nothing y'all see in reality TV is real. Not anymore. It was just a glimpse into some of the realness of life. But nothing you see in on media really is real. It's kind of really very scripted and structured and all this kind of stuff. Right? Don't expect that out of real life. But the goofiness of it is what people, I think, remember from reality TV. Just the goofiness. And so when these people go out there and to present themselves in reality and in real life, they don't act like they're a real person, because they're not really. They just do the goofy shit they seen from reality TV. And all these characters have no character. You understand? They don't. They're just performing for what the show is. Because remember, it's a show that you're watching. But they don't, there's not a real person. And they have to do that because they can't let you in on their whole life. It's still private life that they have. So that's how you know it's not real shit. You hardly really even see some real shit on reality TV. But when you do, that's the good stuff. But it hardly happens. These are some goofy niggas. A lot of them, even in the reality shit, is goofy niggas. Goofy niggas when it comes to doing that kind of thing, because that's what people find more entertaining. But in real life, when you trying to do real shit, and then you trying to misrepresent real people, it's not goofy. There's nothing goofy about that shit, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all like this. You goofy niggas. I don't know which one, 6ix9ine. I don't know if it's 6ix9ine popped up, made all you goofy niggas act start the goofy shit. Cause I swear I'm telling you, 6ix9ine did the shit. 6ix9ine started it. Then y'all come out 21. Then another goofy nigga out here. Then the next goofy nigga over there. Another goofy nigga pop up from here, and next goofy nigga over here. Then this goofy nigga died. Another goofy nigga was pop up over here. It's too many goofy niggas. Too many of you goofy ass niggas. And it's a handful, so I can hold it like this. Look at all these goofy niggas right here. And that's this handful of goofy niggas is not enough to topple all niggas on the face of the earth. Y'all not gonna do it. Y'all not gonna do it. We some real shit. You understand? It's some real shit out here, not some goofy shit. You're not here for the goofy shit. You understand me? Y'all understand what I'm telling you. We not here for the goofy shit. Do you hear me? Understand it. Correct yourself. Hopefully y'all could do that, because you hear how certain tones are altering because people are because you goofy niggas will take from other people's shit to speak. You don't speak for yourselves. That's what goofy niggas would do, that kind of thing. So you goofy niggas take from other people's shit, and then you speak, and you playing, you know. So when I say what you do, oh no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Nigga, I'm just playing. Nigga. It's not funny though. You understand? That shit not funny. You know it's not funny. But y'all some goofy niggas. Stop it. A lot of the kids is goofy too. Kids was not used to be that goofy. Kids are goofier today because of a lot of the video games and shit. But then a lot of you think that that's what being a kid is. It's not. Being a kid is growing. And honestly, now that I think of it, most kids don't like to be perceived as a goofy nigga. So whenever you goofy niggas come out there and you show yourselves and saying this is what you kids are and this is what you kids only can be, I don't think they like it. Because don't try to set an example. Yeah, I know the kids know it. They just deal with it because y'all present yourselves as if that's what you are, and they're like, don't do that. Y'all some goofy niggas is what you are. Y'all popping up acting like you present yourself. Don't do that. You're not funny. You're not as attractive as you say you are. This is the thing about these goofy niggas. They think they're very attractive. They do. Them goofy niggas think they attractive as fuck. Young Thug, that nigga think, you know how attractive that nigga think he is, or Kodak Black. Them niggas think they the shit. Them goofy niggas, them goofy niggas think they attractive motherfuckers. Just so you know, ASAP, Kodak, Young Thug, they get high, they get goofy, and they think they're the most attractive mother. They're drunk motherfuckers. All right, y'all is not attractive, little yucky. I don't know. All y'all niggas come up from the 69 shit. Drake was actually, the funny shit is you get unattractive too, because Drake was actually attractive when he come out. And that nigga became unattractive. That shit is the bizarre thing, because he came out attractive. People seen him say, okay. It's like, okay, shit, okay. Then that nigga turned into the goofy ass nigga. I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I couldn't believe this shit. That nigga turned goofy. I couldn't believe it. I said when Drake first came out, I said, you know, you gotta watch him because that shit, this nigga is on some next shit. But it was a little bit, it was a bit too much. So I was like, you know, I don't think he could keep it up though. And I was right because I was like, you can't keep that shit up. You got some good little thing, but you can't keep doing that though. And he couldn't. He ended up rehashing shit. And that's what he does. And I was like, okay, so you just do that then. You gotta branch out. Like to be really what you're trying to do, you gotta go into that shit. And I don't think you were ever trying to do that. That's the thing. I don't really think Drake is a musician. I think he's an actor. And I think he wants to do other things in his life. And y'all get caught up. Y'all do. Don't get caught up. Because if you're not actually a musician, don't be. You know, don't settle for that because you think, oh, I make money off of it. Kanye, Jay-Z, they didn't settle for just making music. They made music as a hustle. They always knew music was not their only thing. They always like, oh, I do that too. That's how they made music. Like, oh, I do that too. You know, and Kanye is like, I make beats and I rap too. You know, I can rap too. But that's not all. I do that kind of stuff. But that's how they went about it, and they were very, very successful. But you guys are some goofy niggas. Y'all don't do shit. That's your problem. And y'all's really trying to do it seriously. Y'all don't do shit and then y'all try to do it seriously. You understand? Again, you know, y'all is goofy ass niggas. This one here, Drewski. It don't matter who. It don't matter. I'm telling you, for all of y'all though, it don't matter who the fuck like you. It don't. It don't matter who the fuck say it's okay for you. It's not. What's not okay for you will never be. Okay? There's boundaries to shit. And people know that. It's called respect. Have that. Don't cross your boundaries. You're gonna get fucked up. Ludacris, people would say was an earlier form of y'all goofy niggas. One of the earliest forms of you goofy ass niggas was Ludacris. But go and look at Ludacris and tell me how goofy a nigga he is. He not so goofy, is he? He not actually playing with none of you niggas. You see the difference? This is what I'm trying to tell you. He actually do what he do. You understand? Y'all don't. Y'all is just some goofy ass niggas.